Well, welcome to On Point Live right here from the Manhattan Beach Studios. I'm Vince, this is Jackie, and we're here to take a look at the NFL upcoming season, and we're talking the Buffalo Bills. And Jackie, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Jackie, what do you think?
Well, Vince, this football team has pretty much owned the AFC East ever since Tom Brady took his talents and went to Tampa, won the Super Bowl there. They went last year 4-2 against the AFC East. I want to know, do you think they can repeat that?
Well, I'm telling you, Jackie, I still think Buffalo with Josh Allen makes a lot of sense, okay? And if I'm going to start a team, I got to have my quarterback to go with it. There's things they're going to do to change a little bit of their offense around, but this is still with Stefon Diggs and this team, they rally. You know, he's humble, he's a team player, everything's in line, Jackie. But don't forget, they're in the AFC East, so they got to play the Jets twice. The Jets got Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be a tough game for them.
Up and coming.
That's a tough game. They got Miami down there in the South. Miami's a good team, and don't forget about Bill Belichick.
Absolutely.
Okay, they have a you know, their schedule is going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. There's no doubt about that.
But you know, talking about their schedule, you know, the other teams they have, because they're a good team, they've got to play. They have to play Kansas City. They got to play Philadelphia, and they got to play Cincinnati, Jackie. To be the best, stretch. You have to beat the best.
You got to beat.
Can they go through that stretch? And can they get to where they want to go?
I think they can, Vince. When I look at their roster, when I look at the players, you mentioned Diggs and the quarterback, the special connection that they have. There's no doubt that they're capable of beating all of these teams. Mm-hmm. But I do have a couple of concerns when I look at the Buffalo Bills. The first thing I know I have to take a look at is now Sean McDermott, who no longer has Leslie Frazier as his defensive coordinator, is going to be calling the defenses. Yeah. Now, I watched Sean McDermott for ever since he's been the head coach, and I watched him standing on the sideline managing the game, and I thought, what an excellent leader. Look at this guy, how comfortable he is in handling all special teams, defense. They all come to him, and he had answers, and it all seemed to work. Now he's going to be calling plays on defense. That's going to be an adjustment. Now, the other thing that I'm going to be watching, Vince, that has to be addressed, Ken Dorsey, the offensive coordinator, he must address rules for Josh Allen when he takes off out of that pocket. You know, a lot of people see a scrambling quarterback who has a tendency to be in the pocket most of the time and say, wow, he's scrambling, he can do that too. Yeah. But the reality of it all is that Josh Allen is a big guy, and big guys can take they're big targets, and they can take big shots. So yes. The thing that concerns me is him running around there too much, getting blown up, and then hurting the team because they won't have his presence there. The last thing, Vince, I'm going to interrupt you. Okay, the last thing while it's on my mind is that, you know, after the Rams won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, the shocking thing that happened to me was to see Von Miller sign a huge contract to go to the Buffalo Bills. Von Miller got hurt this past season and didn't play through halfway the season, I think it was, but he's back and healthy right now. And in my opinion, this guy is one of the really unique pass rushers that we have seen in the last decade, 2-3 decades in the National Football League from the edge. He's unique, and he makes a big difference. With him back in the fold, it doesn't matter who's calling the plays on third down. He's going to put pressure on the quarterback. So I'm watching to see those things fall in place.
And the Buffalo Bills fans, Jackie, are always there to support their playmakers. And those guys will make plays.
Hey,
okay? Von Miller will make plays. He makes plays. Absolutely. Josh Allen will make plays. Stefon Diggs steps up in a big way. Can they continue to make those plays? I think they can, because they've done it in the past. They're experienced. They know what it takes to move forward. And, you know, Jackie, they set a good example for the younger guys on the team because of their work ethic and what they do each and every day. They change the whole mentality of that team.
Expectations.
And this team here, and you know, Jamar Hamlin. Okay, what happened to him? You see how they all gathered together and they supported this team.
That team got closer at that particular moment in time.
They drew really close, Jackie, and they wanted to win in a bad way. But you know what? That's still in their minds, Jackie, when they play. And they're going to play with that motivation next year, and they're going to try to go back to where they have to go.
I think so too.
And I think this team is as well put together as any team in the NFL. Sean McDermott has done a great job with his coaching staff. You know, they did lose Leslie. I mean,
Leslie
Frazier was a big loss, and because of his confidence, because of his calmness when he calls plays. Any coach that has a great influence on players is the way you approach the game and how you call the play. If you're calm and confident when you do that, that rubs off on the players and they go out and execute.
Absolutely.
So this is what they have in Buffalo. Now you're going up against Bill Belichick. He's as good as they get, Jackie, but he is an X and O guy. You still need the talent to go on the field and execute. So that's where they've dropped off a little bit. But we know they have the best special teams player in the country. So there's no question about that.
You smoothly moved right on over to the Patriots.
We will talk about the Patriots in another episode. But, this Buffalo Bills, you can't discount this team from moving on. They're the team to reckon with.
And you know what, Vince? One last thing about the Buffalo Bills. They might have the best fan base in all of pro football. I think the Rams are growing and getting better. The Rams are growing and getting better. There's no doubt about that. But when you look at the Buffalo Bills fans, they've always been there. They have always been obnoxious when it comes to dealing with us as players on the opposing team, and they can be a little unsettling at times, especially for young guys who don't know what to expect. So,
I played Buffalo too, Jackie, the one year, and believe me, I mean, those fans are adamant about their team. And once you're a Bills fan, you never
support anybody else.
You never leave. You're always a Bills fan. So, what I tell you,
you're a Buffalo Bill, Vince.
Well, I was. I mean, out Los Angeles Ram and a Green Bay Packers too. So you had the luxury of playing one team 20 years.
I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it feels like. I tell you what, I might have missed something there. I don't know.
No, you didn't miss anything. But you know what, Jackie, we're gonna tell the Buffalo Bills fans that they're gonna have a lot to root for this year.
Oh, no doubt.
They're gonna be in, and
a lot of reason to be excited about the possibility of playing in Super Bowls.
For sure.
No doubt about that.
They really want to go, and they've been close a couple times. They're going to get there. So, continue to watch us because our predictions this coming year, we got a lot to talk about. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be a fun season coming up. But we always want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Jackie and I, we love to interact with the fans.
We're going to be interacting with you. Send your comments in. We'll get back to you. Might not like what we're saying, but we're going to get back to you.
So until next time, Jackie,
stay on point.